Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Despot's game. Oh, I've been dying to play this. I played a demo build. I'm very much taken with this. It's been one of my more anticipated games. I just think that the loop is very interesting. Now, it's a pseudo-sequel slash follow-up to Despotism 3K, which I didn't actually like that much. Well, I think the main difference is I wasn't really taken with the gameplay loop in that game, but I am in this. They both have this very pop culturally on the nose, just in your face humor, which I you know what? I can skip through it so I can make my peace with it, but it's just a little bit, I don't know, what's the correct term? Probably try hard is how it feels. Anyway, but that's probably the negative of this game. Because I've already been playing a bit of it in pre-release. Essentially, if you don't know what this is, it is a pseudo auto-battler rogue-like set completion game. So auto chess comes to mind, or SNKRX, Snake RX, whatever that's called. Another game I absolutely dearly love. So the idea of like building little dudes in your army, you equip weapons to your little pink dudes, and you sort of try and get combos happening, essentially. Let's go. We'll go new game, and we'll show you where it's at. So these are the default modes that we're in, like demo mode, but like if you lose enough times, you'll unlock easy, but it removes King of the Hill. Now, if King of the Hill is anything like it was in the pre-release mode, essentially once you clock the game, the army that you clock the game with gets pitched against other people on a leaderboard mode. Sort of like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes or something like that, right? Where it's my group versus their group, and it's almost like seeding on the leaderboard. I haven't gotten to there yet, because the game's not easy. And then we've got hard Hunger Games. We've got all these cool like unlock modes. And then down here you've got different starts. Sports people. Okay, medieval, cosplay. Look at that, I've unlocked a fair few of them already. Let's do the sports people one. Okay, so we're gonna start. You can see these are the little bits of equipment, and they give them various difference in stats, right? And you can see there they are, they're represented. Okay, cool, let's go. Let's go into the dungeon. Now, essentially, you can use WASD to move around. You can use a lot of the keyboard to do a lot of the heavy lifting. We'll go up. One thing you can do, you can move your dudes around individually and put them in a line that you prefer, right? What you can do here is I can go press Q to auto-place selected humans. So I can auto-place him, press Q, and it'll put him where it wants to go. If you hold Q, you'll see a little cooldown thing there, and then if you let go, it'll auto-place your whole team, which I think is godsend. Fight, you can press F. We can also put the speed up, right? So we'll turn that on, F, and off they go, and they just basically auto-battle. And if you have a look up here, these are our sort of sets that we've got going on. Fighter, thrower, and egghead. But to activate it, you need 2 more humans of this class. So him on his own as an egghead, not enough, right? Food, you need to feed your dudes every time you move through a room. They all eat 1 food each. So the bigger your army gets, the more of a problem it becomes. And then you've got these little green bars down here, right? And essentially, if you're starting to go into deficit, you start to take serious hits to your team performance. Like straight off the bat, it's negative 30 to your damage output, negative 30%, right? So you cannot let your guys go hungry. You will brick yourself so bad. At the moment, I've been doing like 10 times my dudes. So I've got 3 dudes, so 30 food, and that's been working all right for me, right? Because at a glance, the math for doing like, oh, I don't know, 17 guys or something like that, I think by a multiple of 10 makes the most sense for me. Your dudes also don't heal. You can see that my guy died then. You can get healers, but your dudes don't actually deal with heal on their own. Okay, so this is a shop. You can upgrade the shop, which is kind of standard fare for these sort of things. You can see it increases the chances that you'll get like a rare drop. Now, and this color is not its rarity. The color is its set. The rarity is reflected in the number underneath. So these are all gray rarity, right? Anyway, so if you buy a dude like that, if I mouse over the football, you can see that it highlights, he goes colored. It might be hard to tell, right? So it shows you as your army gets bigger what you do and don't have. Because to build a set, say throwers, right? You need one more human with a different item, so I can't give him the duplicate. Now, there is reasons for giving him the duplicate, for redundancy's sake, I suppose, but that's the point. You'll come up with your own min-max theory, right? Anyway, if you also hold control when you click, it auto-equips it to one of your free empty dudes. So we'll just do that. We'll buy up what's there, and we've only got $4 left. However, we can upgrade the shop for $4. Now, I don't really know what the theory might be here. So you can see the advantage, because I played a lot of Snake RX, and the advantage of having a lower shop to say it out loud, is that the grey items are much more commonplace. Now, that might just seem like an objective disadvantage, but it depends if you're trying to build sets of certain things, right? So I might actually hold off on upgrading the shop just yet, because maybe I want to try and get as much grey stuff as I can at this lower level, right? Anyway, so I'll hold Q to put them all in fighting form, and then press W to go to the next room. So I hope it's making sense. If you've never seen anything like this before, this must be wild, right? This is really weird. Okay. So this is a mutation, random sparks. Each time an active ability is used, a random opponent takes 50 damage. An active ability. I believe all abilities are passive in this. That's okay. Well, let's let that slide for the moment. Yeah. Random sparks. It must be these just abilities, right? To activate this ability, you need 2 or more humans in this class. And they build a buff. I know for a fact they build a buff tower by their own. So the wording is a bit unusual for convention. What you can also do is click on your mutations up here. You can see the ones we start with this one here, which is the default. There's a chance that they drop their weapon when they die. And there's the one we just unlocked. But you can also buy these for little dollary dues also, right? Newbie's class receives plus 15 to armor. That's not bad, actually. What's going on here? All units receive extra mana. I'm not sure if they use mana if they don't have any abilities, but that's still pretty cool. Okay, where are we at? We're in walking order. Let's go to the next room. Off we go. Cart full of toxins. See, now we've already got the spearman. We don't actually have that egghead. Cart full of secrets. So let's get that guy. We don't have the ring. At the moment, let's just sort of get everything, right? We could re-roll, we could upgrade. We've only got $5. Now up here, you can see there's little pips for the leveling. And it's all grayed out. This like 2x3, 6 grid. So at the moment, we don't have any special abilities or anything like that. All right, everyone's in marching order. You can hold tab to pull the map up. It's only very small on the first level. And we're going in to fight the boss. Let's go. So you got to be careful doubling back, because the food price as the game goes on gets significant, because you're presumably building a larger and larger army. And you can see my little spear drop, so if I get a new dude, I can put it back on him. In fact, there's probably an argument for carrying those little dudes around with you, having just spare naked guys in case you're between a shop and you want to re-equip equipment. One-armed bandit. Puny humans come across a giant rusty robot with a cowboy hat, spinning an old-school revolver in his single hand. While humans finally let's play. Desperately, I need to play rock, paper, scissors with you. If you win, you receive 10 tokens. If you lose, I take 5. No cheating. Okay, whatever. Rock. It's a tie. Let's try again. Oh my god. Rock again. Let's go. No, let's keep doing rock. Rock. Paper. Dang it. I won. Give me your 5 tokens. Clearly disappointed. We've got no money for your games. Please play with me. Okay, right. So you can just stand there and gamble. That one's not too egregious, but that gives you an idea, right? These splash up little scenarios, and I don't know. Like, they're sort of, their key fundamental of construction is going for some average humor, and you know, some people that's going to tickle, right? I'm not personally super offended. I'm not like, oh, this is egregious, this is awful. No, it's just I think it misses the mark personally, so I skip over a lot of it as quick as I can. Anyway, let's buy this dude. Control click, we can put that spear back on him. What we got here? We've got a sword. We've already got the cart full of secrets. We don't have this gun. See, now we're starting to get some stuff happen. We don't have any full sets yet, but I'm not that worried either. I'm happy just to have some varied like DPS, right? Some different output. You can see we're starting to go through the food now, though. Little Dalek looking thing. Now that would be very cool to have that. We already have the ring, right? You can see him floating over there, right? The bagel thing, the pretzel. I believe that's a higher rarity. All right, we'll do that. Now I've thought about like holding onto a kitty of money for food costs, like maybe don't ever spend more than 20 bucks or anything like that. What is going on here? Game? Oh, now I've doubled back. That's supposed to be an event or something. What is going on? I wonder if this is something wrong with the build. Anyway, let's go to the next room over. Usually those question marks are an event. That is so strange. I've not seen that before. Well, it must be a bug of some sort. Okay, so this room, the little arrow up, is a mutation, right? But you do get some rerolls. So you can try and combo this with your current build. Now the medic, we actually have the system there. Humans receive the level 1 heal ability with different items required new abilities, right? So you can actually click on him, this here, heal. Heals 15 to the closest wounded ally. So just one of them gives you heals. So in a perfect world, we'd get something that upgrades the healer class, which you can see is like the plus. Let's reroll. We'll reroll again. No love. And this is all for the, is that called the fighter class, I think? Fighters, yeah. Which, you know, we don't have. Fighters attacks deal 20% splash damage. They can raise from the dead. That's actually probably handy because fighters get in the front. So we'll put that, we'll put the raise from the dead sort of thing. Okay, cool. Let's rearrange the fighting order because we lost a few dudes. There was food back here and a teleporter. See, now you can see here, your humans are hungry, armor 30% lower, damage 30% lower. It's not good, man. Bugger, he's dead. There's another healing class, which is good. So you can see now we've got 2 out of 3, right? But humans received a level 2 healing ability. So I'm guessing at 3 we'll get a new ability. I'm surprised it's not popping up telling you. But you can click on here, heal 2, and that's 25 to the closest wounded ally, right? So significant. So yeah, arguably we could get another healer just to double up, but I'm not that worried actually. We do need the sword back. I'm gonna hold on to that money because we are so bad up for food at the moment. If we can survive this room here, we're gonna be laughing. Just got to make it through this room. Oh, they're doing so little damage. Ah, it's a shame that bloke died. All right, so we'll just buy up food. I reckon 80 is the go. No, it looks like we're gonna have to buy almost all of it anyway. Okay. Now, we could teleport back to here. You can teleport from room to room like that. I think actually, can you go straight to them? I can't recall. We'll attempt it on the next one. It'll be a good test. All right, fighter, very good. Pipe spill spare dude. Right. We could re-roll. Oh, that worked out well. Nice. Okay. Can we just teleport straight? No, we can't. You have to be in a teleport room, these 4 diagonals, to teleport to another room. Which we will investigate. Because there might be more, well, there aren't, but there might have been more rooms attached to the side of here. Okay. If I got 11 dudes, I want 110 food. Now we could teleport back, which we should. So trying to sort of leverage the teleporter, you know, there is a strategy to it. The big problem with this game, if you've ever played anything like this, because your guys die, and if you come up against a wave, and you might see it in this video, where it really wipes half of your dudes, you lose a bunch of your weapons, the problem is trying to recover from that position, especially in the higher levels, is nigh impossible, right? So once you hit the wall, you brick out. Something like Snake RX, which I personally really love, you don't really ever lose anything ever, right? It's up to you to manage the economy and sell stuff back in. So if you barely make it through and a bunch of your blocks on your snake die, you still get them all back at the next round. So that's the one big difference this game does, and I think that's the same for like auto chess and that as well. I don't think you ever actually lose any of your dudes beyond reselling them yourself. You just refresh them each round. So, that's the big sort of negative of this game, is that you actually do get chipped away. Your little battle line is non-permanent, and that can really, if it's not working properly, it becomes this downhill, spiral, and at very worst, a stacked game that you just cannot beat at all, and that can be frustrating. And I've only played it like a little bit, and I've already encountered that. So, buyer beware of that. You could argue that's what makes this game unique compared to its peers, right? So like we're moving forward and each room is becoming more difficult to fight, and yet even that fight, we lost one dude, we lost that shield, our combat effectiveness is dropping. So the further in, the deeper you go, every battle saps your combat effectiveness, and yet every battle is harder than the last. So you really got to stay on top of that fucking economy to stay in front. As they move towards the next level, your humans come across an odd gentleman. He's wearing a blue suit, holding a briefcase. Okay, alright, so is this a Half-Life thing? Yeah, yes, you Slaver, you're coming with me. I'm low on agents. What is this world coming to? Freeman eaten by zombies, Alex splattered by a giant tentacle robot, 153 agents gone already, so you coming. Whatever, let one strange human man go with the strange man, right? Gentleman's gone innocent, hope things go well for them, but the briefcase stayed behind, along with all the tokens inside. Alright, so we got 40 bucks. But do you see what I mean? That's an example of, you're either going to be on board with that, or you're going to be like, whatever, swing and a miss, right? But that's the thing, humor is obviously subjective. I don't need to lecture on that. Alright, let's get this. Stale pretzel. The little chef dude that throws a pretzel. Alright. Now, does the shop upgrade automatically? It never does. It never seems to upgrade on its own. Now, okay. I might, as a rule... Wait, hang on. Where'd my medic go? Do I not have a... Are both my medics dead? How did that come to be? Yeah. I was sort of thinking to myself, as a rule, if I re-roll and there's stuff there that I... if I have everything... Like, I don't have that hat, right? Maybe I upgrade the shop if I re-roll and there's stuff there that... I've got already, Like the reroll was a total waste. I don't know. That's the point though. You're going to have to come up with your own idiosyncratic methodology to managing the shop and all that. You see, they're starting to hit a lot harder. I will say that the damage spike is between rooms, but some of them have little dudes like that. Between floors. But sometimes you find those big bloody mech warrior things too, so like, it's rough. Yeah, so the stretcher guy must have died. Okay. Okay. Let's, 14. We need food. Let's go to that. I adore these auto battlers, man. I know some people are pretty, against them. But I quite like that. If you want to take the 1,000-foot view, they've outsourced all the mental work and all that, or no, not outsourced, it's the other way around. But they've turned all the gameplay mode into the sort of strategic decision making, and the tactical decision making runs on autopilot for the most part, which is crazy because it's usually a combination of both, or it'll favor the tactical. And when I say that, it could even just come down to, you know, CSGO and trying to shoot headshots. That sort of on the ground first person shooting is usually all tactics for the most part, right? I love this construction, right? That you set it up and then you press the go button and let the chips fall. And we're seeing more and more games do this. And you know what? I love it. Okay. We don't have another teleporter. See, that's a bit poo. We're going to have to walk for ages now. Yuck. Now, I haven't been buying any mutations from that mutation menu either, so, you know, I'm definitely not playing at bloody peak capacity. But again, this is a bloody showcase to show you a game that you might be interested in. All right, now what do we got here? Super Punch. Deal 2 times more damage. Okay. And it's the same ability, but for 2 different classes. And what's this? Perforating shots. Okay, so look, we've got throwers and medics looking all right. So maybe we try and roll that up. Oh, question mark's always good too. If there are more opponents than humans, each human gets plus 10 armor. That's not really going to happen here. Chain lightning. We don't have any tanks. I don't know, maybe we get the gun dude, the gun one, untouchable, that's fine, right? At least it gives you those rerolls, that's pretty cool. Let's go up here. We've lost a lot of food. We'll reorder just in case, yeah, I did lose a dude. Let's go for 130. Okay, now what's going on here? Boss, teleporter, we'll go to the teleporter. Yeah, you can see the spearman's got low health. He's probably gonna get pumped, even though we've got healers. Yeah, they couldn't heal him quick enough. Let's get a shield. We've got boxing gloves, we don't have a claw. Alright, so I'll re-roll. So we've got a gun, we've got a medic, but we don't have this, the spirit mask, which is kind of rare. So you can see, like, there's a bit of an argument for 1, 2, 3. These teleporters have been unfavorable. There's an argument for staying on grey shop, but my dudes are going to start dying a lot quicker because I believe each weapon gives you like a... You can see there, plus 25, plus health, 150, right? What's this do? Plus 150 health. Oh, hang on. Maybe it's all the same at the same level. Oh no, they're just random humans. Why do I have 2? Plus 10 health. Okay, so he's particularly squishy, but he's 170. Okay, cool. The pretzel guy I think is a higher rarity. 160 health, and he's not frontlining. Okay, so you can see that you probably want to evolve your build in such a way that you phase out the grey tier equipment. Like, even if it's a frontline shield dude, a grey shield versus, I don't know, an ultimate rarity bloody missile guy, he might still have more HP just because of the scaling in this game. Can't be sure though. That wasn't terrible. Alright, let's keep going. What's the goal of our journey, I wonder? Movement is life. We can literally die in the next room. Is no one else bothered by this? Don't be a spoil sport. This point is boring. What else is he here to do but kill monsters? Suddenly an old man clad in rags appears. He's carrying a staff. Profit nil before the faceless. Your path to the breeding tube shall open. I don't know what this breeding tube is, but I like the sound of it. I'm in. Go, Natasha. Is everyone but me gone off their rocker here? We're not kneeling before some weird entity. I'm Prophet of the Faceless. The breeding tube. Kill the nutso and loot his body. Collectively kneel before the power of mighty Despot. Yeah, whatever. Let's kneel to him. 33 seconds after the humans kneel, the Prophet vanishes in thin air, leaving behind a talisman. Judging by the engraved ASCII runes, gives all fences a bonus attack. Okay, whatever, right? Disappointing that you didn't get to see the breeding tube. I kind of wanted to, too. Alright. Football, ring, gun. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. We've got everything there. Let's say we upgrade now. Now we don't... Oh, I do actually have the stretcher. So we've got everything. Oh, fuck it. Let's upgrade again. What is going on here? Re-rolling might be a waste of money here. I might actually buy that mutation though. What was it? All units receive plus mana. Let's go. Oh, I can buy it again. Oh, interesting. Okay, so there's a lot going on there. Okay. Let's go. I've got gloves here that I didn't equip. Unless someone just died immediately. The animations are really cute. I think it's quite well done. Do I have a spare? I do have a spare dude. Perfect. What do I want? 130? I can't afford it. Okay. Do 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 do. Alright, look at this. See that rarity? Nice. Let's equip these. Bugger, maybe I should have bought that straight away, you know? Excalibur. See, I don't know. Do I keep a spare dude? That I'm not sure on. Maybe. Okay. Off we go. My little army of boys. But it's still, you know, it's starting to... They're starting to eat a lot of food. You can throw a dude in this hole in the floor to get 5 food, but, I mean... It only gets you so far. Might be worth testing, actually, just to see. See, now he's got the ring. What happens? Does the ring go with him if I put him in the floor? We got the ring back. So that's cool. What do we got here? We got medic and thrower, same as before. Deja vu allows you to go back in time once to a time allow your puny Heims are still alive. Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't work really well, because if you're going to die, you're going to die. All abilities more likely trigger. I think that's sort of a must-have, to be honest. That sounds pretty straightforward. See, and I can't equip these because the spare human died almost immediately. Let's go here. Anna Skywalker, okay. Oh, there we go. That's about what I want. So yeah, look, it's not without its issues. Definitely not. I'm a big fan of it so far. I wonder what sort of longevity it has. As you learn to memorize all the different equipment types and abilities, you will be able to start building, well, builds, right? Look at this. I've seen the whip before. I'm getting it because it's fucking funny. Look at this dude. Oh, so good. And then maybe we refurb some of this stuff, you know? I guess this equipment's not going anywhere. So yeah, I do wonder. I wonder about the meta and how that all comes about. Interestingly though, if you can manage to beat it through and go to that sort of leaderboard system, I suppose you could look at other people's builds and get a bit of a feel for that. However, surely my army versus another player's army on autopilot does, oh god, are they just going to kill my whip guy immediately? Nah, look at that, he's strong as buggery. I feel like that squaring off will represent a different battle, if you follow me. Like, the requirements to beat this game and the build diversity for that might not actually create the best build to fight another player's build, right? It's kind of weird that you have to fight all the way. Oh god, they're going to kill my whip man. Oh no, he's still barely holding on. We've already got that skull, dude. Now what about this? This cool looking thing. I do have that. I do have the stretcher. Yeah, so I haven't really done well building specific sets, but I haven't been thinking about it too hard either. But that's probably what you'd try and want to do. You know, I can only really think of the Snake RX when I was playing that. Like, you'd get to a point where you'd pick a set and you would aggressively reroll. It also occurs to me, there's a mutation early on here. Restocking the shop is 1 token cheaper. So maybe you want to buy that absolutely early as any time. And then you just, for $1, you just keep shuffling aggressively to try and build that build. However, you know, you're going to sort of have to memorize. Snake RX is my touchstone that I use a lot. And in that, I believe a lot of it was like, if you're trying to do warrior class, I think there was like 1 warrior per rarity level, something like that. But in this, like for the example, these medics, they're both the same rarity level. So you'd have to actually really memorize where each type, well, in this case, like each medic, what rarity is each one of them? What are you aiming for? So you know what level the shop needs to be to try and get that set happening, you know? Yeah. And it doesn't seem to be a refund system. You can't seem to sell your dudes back to the shop, I don't think. No, they can't move beyond the bounds of this little square. So yeah, it's interesting. I just want to, figuring out that sort of meta economy management will be a lot of fun. Anyway, like I said, great game. If you do like this, check out Auto Chess, check out Snake RX. If you've got any other suggestions, let me know, because this might be one of my favourite genres at the moment, for sure. Anyway, Despot's game. Check it out. Team might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you on the next one.